All right, I got another one for you guys. This comes from Niche Gamer. Microsoft cautions developers to avoid curvy female characters. So, going to include a link to the article. Check out Niche Gamer and read the whole thing down below. And I just wanted to talk about a couple of things in here because it's really interesting to see the mask slip on Microsoft's part. But here's the actual quote here. Are you reinforcing any negative gender stereotypes? Are you unnecessarily introducing gender and gender barriers into your code or design? Are you creating playable female characters that are equal in skill and ability to their male peers? Are your female characters equipped with clothing and armor that fits their tasks? Do they have exaggerated body proportions? When the story allows, do you show you male characters who display a full range of emotions, including joy, sadness, and vulnerability? I mean, it's just, this is their plan. They want to make men and women equal in games, so that there's no differentiating factors between them. They don't want our natures to be on display in gaming, because they don't want us to have our natures. They want us to be conformant, be genderless blobs of consumerism that they can sell products to. That's basically what their plan is, I think. But yeah, getting into this further, so unnecessarily introducing gender and gender barriers into your code, because that's exactly what you're doing when you're coding your game or design. So they're speaking to the game designers here, the ones that are designing games, not actually making games. And I differentiate between those two. I am one of those devs that thinks that game designers are a unnecessary addition to the industry, and a detrimental one at that. I don't think you should have a game designer. I think you should have developers, artists, and a lead, a manager of the project. Or managerial structure if it's a really big project. But you don't need designers. That's not a thing. That is an unnecessary addition that has introduced an awful lot of folly into the industry and created an awful lot of problems, in my opinion. However, that's a bit of a sidebar. Let's just go to the next one here. Are you creating playable female characters that are equal in skill and ability to their male peers? So they want women to act like men and men to act like women, and have no differentiating factors. So there are things that women are better at that men are not. There are things that men are better at that women are not. And they don't want those in games because that's like, discriminatory in their minds. To have those attributes on display, to have those virtues about men and women be visible to people, to be championed by people. So it's a sad state of affairs, because that is our nature. As men and women, we have different abilities, and we should be able to celebrate those and not hide them from the world. So the next thing here, are your female characters equipped with clothing and armor that fits their tasks? How about you just make cool stuff? How about you just make, clothing and armor that is aesthetically pleasing, that is aesthetically interesting. If you design things down to such a high degree of realism, all you're going to have is people in business suits going to work all day, because that's the only thing that realism is. It's just going to work, coming home and playing video games. But I guess you can't play video games because those have to be realistic. They can't have fantastic armor and clothing that looks awesome. No, they can't have things that accentuate the female form or the male form, for that matter. No, they can't have that. And then the last thing, do they have exaggerated body proportions? So even right down here below, this is basically, they're calling out Stellar Blade for having sexy female characters. In Stellar Blade, our protagonist Eve body figure was actually based on a 3D scan of the Korean model Shin Jae-eun. So this is the woman that they based it on, and there's the character. And it's pretty darn close. It's a lot closer than anything that Western AAA studios have 3D scanned and turned into. This is an accurate representation of the actress that we had for this character. Yeah. They're doing a lot better in Korea than we are, for sure, because that is a lot closer to this woman than anything we've created. So the last bullet point here is more on the men. When the story allows, do you show male characters who display a full range of emotions, including joy, sadness, and vulnerability? No. We're dudes. On average, we don't show our emotions very, very well. We don't have the same kind of emotions that women have. And that is our nature. And again, they're trying to dissuade us from acting like we are designed to act, the way that we are. And they're trying to make us into women and make women into men. That's what this is all about. Obviously, I mean, I think they're trying to make us meet in the middle somewhere where we're all gender non-conforming blobs, like I said. But yeah, I don't know. It's a sad state of affairs. And if this is the qualifier to get a game on Xbox, I guess I will never have a game on Xbox. It's not yet, but you know, the day could come when this is the differentiating factor. Like, oh well, your men are too manly and your women are too womanly. We can't have your game on Xbox. Boy, that would hurt their sales. That is for sure. They would they would definitely lose the console war to PlayStation at that point, because then that would be game over, because PlayStation would just be like, all right, you can be on our platform. We like manly men and womanly women here. Come on over to PlayStation so we can sell more consoles. So yeah, that's the way this is going, it seems. And thankfully, Steam is out there. We don't have to contend with the Microsoft Store, so that's at least a good thing. And Steam does have its own problems, but you know, having that option out there, having those different avenues to get games out there and to buy games is always a good thing. And you know, more of that is better, I think. However, I know a lot of people are kind of getting fatigue over too many game stores on their PC. But you know, it's a good thing, I think, to have that competition out there. Anyway, it prevents from things like this from taking over the industry completely. And that is a good thing. So that's what I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you like this kind of video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys later.